So for creating a study, we start with Success Design Studio. We log into the dashboard and it displays all the studies created by a particular researcher. Then we click on the Create New Study button. This is the dashboard to create a new study. Let's create a time-based survey in this study. So a time-based survey is triggered on the context of a specified time. So for this survey, let's create a numerical rating scale question. For instance, on a scale of 1 to 5, how do you feel about AthenaCX? We can add different type of questions using different widgets as well, such as a verbal response scale or a visual analog scale, etc. Having done that, we can add any number of participants to take part in the study. Let's create another survey. Um, this time, let's create a self-initiated survey where a participant can answer the question at any point of time. And less similar to time-based survey, let's add a visual analog scale asking the same question on a scale of 1 to 5. How do you feel about AthenaCX application? Now we can also configure the study. We can change the start time as well as the end time of the study. We can also change the name of the study. And for same for the survey, we can change the start time and end time of the survey. We can also enable the Fitbit sync for the study. And for the time-based survey, we can change the time between each of the notifications. Change each of the notification, duration of the notification being active, and total number of notifications. We can draft a consent according to the study and add other type of surveys. And once we are happy, then we can publish it. Depending on the participant, whether they have an iOS or Android, they can download the AthenaCX application from the App Store or the Play Store. Once they do that, they are presented with app's terms and conditions and the application's privacy policy, which they can go through and accept. After accepting those, they're presented with open studies, which are available to all the public. They can also join the study using join closed study option and add the participant ID provided by the researcher. Once they do that, they will be presented with the consent form of the study. And once they accept that, they'll be presented with the survey in the home page of the application. They'll have to open the study and will be presented with the question from the survey. The self-initiated survey is available all the time throughout this duration. They can review the response before submitting or submit the response directly. The time-based survey sends a notification. The participant can either snooze it or directly answer the survey question. In case a researcher has to make some changes in the study, all they have to do is log back into the design studio and edit the survey. Let's say they want participants to go through a new consent form. They can change the consent form and maybe change one of the questions in the survey as well. Let's say instead of a visual analog scale, they want another numerical rating scale, but this time the scale goes from 1 to 10. Let's add a remote triggering survey as well, using which a researcher can schedule a trigger to a survey to a particular participant. So let's add a verbal response scale this time. And same as the other surveys, we can edit it and configure it, and we can change the time limit to answer the triggered survey by the participant. And after making the required changes, they can publish the study again. The next time participant opens AthenaCX, they'll get notified about the updates in the survey. They'll go through the consent form again and can answer the updated questions. To trigger a survey, a researcher will go to the dashboard and click on Schedule Trigger option. Here they can see all the participants in that survey. They can select the participant and schedule the trigger for any other date and time if they want. Otherwise, the survey will be scheduled after 10 seconds of triggering. So after 10 seconds, we can see that a notification pops up, and if we refresh the dashboard, the status of the trigger changes from not delivered to delivered. Moreover, in case a particular participant wish to delete their data or unenroll from the study, they can do that as well.